Okay, guys, we are here with our best of 3 with John Ton and of Total Brohammer and Janet on occasion. Guys, how excited are you to do this little impromptu best of 3?
Pretty psyched.
Alright, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
Janet, 3 is
okay,
3
guys,
in
we are
French.
here
with our best of 3 with John Ton and of Total Brohammer and Janet.
Oh,
oops! Just had my own stream coming through that. Okay, guys, we are here with our.
All right, y'all ready for some greenskins on Beast Action?
For some sangria?
It's hot and steamy, guys.
Oh god,
it's gonna be great.
It's gonna get hog wild.
All right, should we ready up on trois?
Oh, what does trois mean?
It means toilet, I think.
In what language? What the hell?
French.
You've got to be the most uncultured Britishman I've ever met.
Would you say he's an uncultured swine?
Uncultured cad.
A car.
Sacre bleu. So yeah, are we good to go? We're gonna fight now?
Yeah, I'm waiting for you guys to press the go button, and we'll just go ahead and do it, and go crazy.
All right, brilliant.
All right,
guys, remember to subscribe for more excellent battle casts.
Yeah, like and subscribe to Italian Spurkish.
Yeah, and also don't forget to go on over to Total Brohammer. John Ton and Sir Karma run a pretty tight ship over there. Janet just he actually puts up videos on how to make really bad food, because all British cuisine's like that. So go ahead and head on over to their channels as well.
He also reads women's
check out the
books.
latest video of Toad in the Hole. It's pretty great. It doesn't have a real toad in it. We call things by stupid names sometimes, just to try and sound more exotic.
What exactly is the difference between a frog and a toad from a British perspective?
You know, I have no idea. I don't know in any perspective what is the difference between those two things. Is there one?
I feel like, as you know, the primogens of our language are supposed to know.
Yeah, but that wasn't me. Like it was some people did that ages ago. I've just been using it.
Whatever. Yes, Uncle Herb, I will be commentating the entire time. I'm not playing. These two are going to play a little best of 3 here. In fact, I'm actually going to drop down into a different channel so that we can't hear them screaming at each other when one beats over the other. We have a nice little scoreboard I've put up that's going to like take the I'll move it up a little bit. That's going to take the slot of the actual balance of power, so you guys shouldn't need to worry about that. But hey, you two, good luck, okay? Put up a good fight. I want to see some blood.
Yeah,
oh, it's going to be wonderful, man. It's going to be wonderful.
Yeah.
You
will not disappoint.
Do it.
Catch you later, chat.
All right, guys.
See ya.
All right, now we're in our own little cubby here. Let's take a look at what John Ton brought. He brought a nice little this little smattering here of he's got some mangy marauders. He's also got the deaf creepers. Let's see what else he's got back here. Oh, geez, some more night goblins, some more forest goblin wolf riders, and then some more forest goblins. Yeah, just some spider riders here. Tons of them, dude. He is going balls deep in that vanguard, trying to get up in that face. And as for Janet on occasion, 2 units of Centaurs, both with great weapons. So Chaos Warhounds with poison over here in the vanguard. Oh, damn, even more as well. So we've got a total of 4 units of Centaurs with great weapons and 2 Chaos Warhounds with poison. That's going to be pretty brutal, but it's going to depend here, because they're really going to be using these trees to their advantage, these forests to their advantage. Got the gore herds moving in as well. Lots of gore herds here. So definitely with less of like an elite. There's no best of gores at all. There's a Bray Shaman beasts, and we also have Morgar Shadowgrave. He's got Azog, and he's got 2 goblin big bosses. Oh, our first little engagement here. Okay. A big Danish accent audience? I don't know. So the Centaurs are already kind of going off on those wolf riders over there. Ooh! Some spiders. Those Ungor spear herd. I'm excited to see how this turns out. I don't really know what's going to happen here. Oh yeah, I moved it, Uncle Herb, from there to here. Just a clean move. It's like one of those masks that people do, like the... just with the hair instead. Oh, things are getting wild over here, because all the beastmen are running to catch up with this shit show. And there's some light engagement here with the great weapons and these black orcs. Hey, Whiskey Jackets. Hello, Misha. Oh, man. Janet, wrap around, wrap around. Janet is just being pulled and kited across the entire map here by all this harassment. So still a solid line of black orcs in the background here. Beastman kind of unloading on this Arachnarok's queen. Oof. It's kind of hard to follow the flow of this battle. Like, everything's just kind of going all over the place. The Beastmen, for the most part, have stalled. Kind of trying to get as much damage into that Arachnarok as they can. Gore herds and spearmen kind of going right after him. The real fight is over here with Ozog, trying to get that leadership down ASAP. Ooh, a little Doom and Darkness? Pit of Buna. That knocks out that unit of Senegors. Got one in full health over there as well. Got this one over here, and it's kind of been ramshackled up. And the other two are already kind of beaten back already. So we're finally gonna get a pretty main engagement here with the Arachnarok and the rest of the Beastmen as well. This fight with Ozog is getting pretty crazy. He's not taking much damage here, though. I mean, these are Senegors with great weapons, so they're not going to be doing a lot of anti-large damage here. But they do have AP, so sure, that's a little scary, but not to the mighty Ozong, the Slaughterer, on his mighty Wyvern here. Ah, yes, praise the fish god. Ah, yes, these hooves. Look at these Senegors. I mean, centaurs have to be probably one of the most disgusting things in the fantasy world. Like, imagine the otherwise, like, disgusting smell of a centaur. Because you have human body odor complete with, like, the already rancid smell of, like, a horse's nutsack. Nah. No, thank you. Alright, but the main line is engaged over here. We have these gore herds squaring off against some of these black orcs as well. They have the Ungor spearmen shooting into them. Morgar has summoned up some chaos spawn that are going to get a good rear charge here into them. Ooh, Flock of Doom kicked in as well. This is going to be pretty brutal. The Gore Herd, you know, they do have a nice weapon strength of 30, even though they don't have AP. So that's pretty crucial to know. So they're still going to be doing some damage here. They're going to probably eaten up these 8 peak loonies pretty hard and heavy here. But there's still some shenanigans in the background as some Chaos Spawn and some Ungor Spearmen are fighting off of this Arachnarok Queen, kind of holding her at bay, which is really good, because otherwise she'd be wreaking havoc through this entire line. But Ozog's coming in through the background. Clearly they've knocked off those Senegors, not knocked them up. Yeah, Uncle Orb, absolutely, man. I always drop a good smell comment in. Ozog's in that back line, got a bunch of Ungor Raiders kind of going after him, though, which is... I mean, look at these things, dude. Inbred cousins, the Ungors! Ozog fleeing for dear life. Let's see how that front line's continuing to go. Definitely some complications with the Black Orcs dealing with even more Chaos Spawn coming up here. Wrap around of the Gore Herd with shields there. Getting them Goblin big bosses down. Black Orcs are out of commission there as well. So definitely being used to good use. But that Arachnarok Queen is still in full force, as well as the mighty Ozog. And the Beastmen in general are pretty healthy. So Jonton's struggling to stay afloat here. These great weapons are finally going to be able to come to bear on these Black Orcs, because that AP characteristics of the great weapons is going to be a hard counter to them. So that's pretty damn good. Oh, look at this disgusting creature, though. Oh. God, look at that face. Oh. Ugh. I think it's just disgusting. Morgor, though, just beating the Prophet's shield like a drum. But he himself is almost dead, so General on Occasion's got to be careful there. He's going to lose a bit of an advantage. Scoot back a little bit in my chair, get a little comfortable. The Bray Shaman of Beasts is just kind of like hanging out there, not really using that chariot all hog wild. The hoodie comes off. You want this hoodie? This hoodie, there's 3 stripes of champion, pure Adidas hoodie. Got from my Slavic connection. And so the orcs are really, I think that this fight, the balance of power, you guys can't see it here, it's about 55% in Janet's favor. But I mean, once these if it takes to Ragnarok or Azog, either one of them falling will definitely be in the favor of the Beastmen. Uh-oh. And army losses kick in, and Jonton pulls a last-minute win out there. Whoo! How dare you, Sparta? You are a false Slav. You don't even know what it's like to be Slav. Alright, so let's take a look at that post-battle report here. Ozog got 101 kills, 160 on those Black Orcs. Woo! 103 on the Ragnarok as well. Let's take a look at General on Occasion. 96 kills in that Bray Shaman, just going in, whomping and stomping on their chariot. A good amount of kills, though, from those Raiders. Where are they? 13, 12, and 9. I mean, for pretty low-cost units, I mean, that's always kind of nifty. But 52, 46 from those Gore herds, and only 30 from that Ungor Spearman herd. That's what I was looking for. Centaurs. 45, 66, 53, and 37s. The Centaurs, though, were kind of dueling a lot with the Skirmisher Fast Cab, Goblin Wolf Riders, and the such. So I definitely got some value out of them, helped shut them down, but they were still kind of neutralized in a lot of ways because they weren't able to bring those weapons to bear onto the Black Orcs. But this was a good first one. Clearly we see our first winner in the mighty Jonton. A Pyrrhic victory indeed. Let's bring Jonton up into this. Tell him I'm grabbing him. Grabbing you now. Janet. I'm going to do Janet instead. Hi, Janet.
Yo, yo.
All right, so that was kind of a close fight, huh? Wasn't as cut and dry as you thought it would be.
Actually, it wasn't as close as it looked, I think. Because yeah, I was really surprised actually. Because as soon as I saw the Goblin Wolf Riders, I immediately thought, yeah, I can take them out of Centaurs, no problem. I'll just wrap them up and I can get back to it. But they actually put up a way better fight than I expected. I thought my Centaurs would just walk through them and then I could carry on with things. But once I lost my Centaurs with great weapons, I had no armor piercing left. So that spider could have wiped out the rest of my army on its own once I lost the Centaurs. So yeah, it was really well played by Jonton there.
I will agree. I honestly thought that it was going to be like a lot more. Like those Centaurs, I thought that they were going to be able to just kind of roll through all the Wolf Riders and such, but that just wasn't the case. Instead, they kind of like mucked it up there for you a little bit. Like they kind of like tar pitted them a little bit.
Oh yeah. Well, what I was hoping for is him putting a load of skirmish cav in the corners. I don't know if you noticed. I put my Centaurs right in the back, just hoping he'd vanguard something, and I could jump on it straight away.
Yeah, because they were facing that direction too. I was like, man, that's interesting. They're just facing right out towards those corners.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. They're quick enough to get back into the front line where they're needed again. So I thought, you know, I'll just try and catch some units out early. But no, he knew not to do that. He knew I'd try and be crafty like that.
Dude, Jonton, he's so tricky. So what do you have planned for him then in this next round?
You know, I haven't decided yet.
Oh man, I expect more tricks out of you two because that was really weird because the beginning was like a lot of like sideways movement, like him trying to catch your army. Or I'm sorry, you try to catch his army, and him just like scampering through the fields with his skirmisher cab.
Yeah, well, I think he knew that basically he had to get rid of the Centaurs, and then he could just deal with the rest of my army without a problem. So I think he just wanted to make sure that fight was wrapped up before he engaged. Which, I mean, it was the right call. I mean, I ended up with nothing that could stop his Ragnarok. So yeah, it got pretty rough.
Rough and tumble indeed. So, our closing note here before I send you back into the pit with dreaded Jonton. Does it bother you that I can drink tea without a taxation? Yes or no?
He does bother me a bit, but, you know, for the sake of the stream, I am willing to look past it.
All right, man. I'm going to send you up to Jonton. GG on that one, and we'll get the next one started.
Excellent.
Okay, guys, so it looks like we're waiting for our next game to start. We got a new map coming. I think it's going to be either Stir River or Broken Hills. The mighty Janet and Jonton will beat each other off once more. Public game. So we'll see what armies they choose and whatnot. But what questions do you guys have? Any lore questions, anything of the sort? Let me kind of catch up with chat too at the same time. Like on mobile, then like on desktop. Oh, Misha, that's a funny thing. So Janet and Occasion and I I always give him shit because Janet's clearly British, and I'm a very patriotic American. So I always just give him like joking shit, not real shit, obviously. But I'm like, yeah, man, Brexit. You guys just copied us. Like, we original purveyors of the Brexit 1776. America, right here. Who the fuck microwaves tea? That's just wrong. See, it's funny. Every single European person always goes, microwave, why do you microwave? Yeah, we microwave water. We put it in for 2 minutes or so, then we drop the tea back in there. We don't have kettles, tea kettles, whatever it is you guys do. Oh, they'll beat each other off real hard, Joe Hardman. Just vigorous beating, like sometimes a little bit of reverse grip on it. Turn did until Anna decided to beat him up for it. Yeah, man, we don't... The tea is really a total tea, like everything in America. We try to make everything very like standardized, quick, and fast, and just like, okay, do it and get on to the next thing. So tea is water in a microwave. Boom, done and over with. Well, he's not technically British. He's part of the little isles in between in the what's it called? In the British Strait, the Bering Strait. We like radiation. Yeah, it's easy. America was built off radiation. Boom. Nuclear revolution. T-Tax vicious. Dumping shit off the side of boats and everything. Yeah, guys, I don't strip for under 100 likes. And I don't strip unless I've got like a $200 donation. Just fat in my bank. Just a single nip pops out. Boop. See here. Dude, you just pour boiled water into a cup with a tea bag in it. Yeah, you know, boiling water, that takes time, man. Like, I wake up at like 7 and I go to work at 7:05. Like, okay, back got some popcorn in the microwave. Yeah, Lord Krevnar has got popcorn and tea in the microwave. Pro Russian 440. If it helps you, man, I've yet to finish a Total War Warhammer 2 campaign. So being behind on the war games, Total War games, is a-okay. I've seen the true glory of the fish god. It shows me as a prophet to spread the word of his sweet bosom. Praise the fish god. Praise Sparty. Okay, can someone tell me where the fish god thing came from? No, man, boiling water takes way longer than 2 minutes. I gotta clean that shit. Praise the fish god. What is it really? Like, where did the fish god thing? I know it came from we were doing the Vermintide 2 stream, but what the hell does it all mean? For those of you guys who are members of my Patreon, I got some cool model updates coming your way here. That's like, I guess, a side thing too. Like as I'm building out my successor chapter for the Blood Angels, I update all of it on my Patreon constantly, so people can actually, well, as I do stuff, it gets updated, not like constantly. That's kind of fun. What do I think of the likeliness of Vampire Coast? Black Tide, I do not think that will happen, my man. It's just simply a Vampire Count's army with special characters. I have no interest in beating Mortal Empires. I really think Mortal Empires is cool, but it's just... I don't... The campaign is not fun. I like the campaign I like the Vortex campaign a lot more. my god. She loves you. Cherish. Oh god. Fish God brought... Fish God's ridiculous. With the Sea Elves coming out soon, Fish God seems appropriate. Yeah, Jaren, I totally agree. I'm really stoked on the Fish God here, or Fish God on the Sea Elves. I think they're gonna be rad. That might be the thing that finally gets me back into Age of Sigmar, which I want to admit. But we got kind of a small, or kind of a short stream here today. We're gonna finish this this best of 3, and that'll conclude everything. I didn't have a ton of time today, but I wanted to get one in regardless and kind of practice more or less. Because Tur and I are going to be doing a tournament pretty soon, and so I wanted to get a chance to kind of practice doing this and updating like the graphic in real time. Like you noticed that now it says round 2. Little bro's got the score here, so I don't have a cool graphic for if he wins, but still, I'm trying to keep things somewhat official looking. I mean, oh, okay, all right. So we got some stuff. We got some things going here. Another army dedicated to the glorious fish goddess. Oh, how precious, Dr. Z. Christian, what were you talking about? In vanilla game, it's dependent on Imperium level. Imperium level? Yeah, 300 turns, that's just too much. 300 turns is like, oh, okay, I've already beaten the campaign, I'm just wrapping stuff up. So, this is... Jonton's, like, favorite and best army is Empire, if not High Elves. So this is a pretty interesting matchup here. So, let's take a look. He went with Volkmar the Grim and a Witch Hunter, which is going to be pretty mean with that accusation. He's got some Reichsguard, he's got Royal Altdorf Griffites. Does he have more? Yeah, so, ooh, shit. He's got 2 units of Outriders. More Reichsguard. Got some Spearmen on the flank there. Some Spearmen on the flank there. Then a solid line of just your typical swordsman. He doesn't need great swords to fight off anything in the High Elf line. I mean, obviously, yeah, if he wants to trade into Phoenix Guard or if he wants to trade into Swordmasters of Hoeth, he can go with the great swords, but I think it's totally a waste of unit because the majority of competitive High Elf lists take maybe 1 or 2 Swordmasters of Hoeth, but majority is, as you can see from General on Occasion's army, Spearmen. And he went with Tyrion as a lord. He's got 2 units of archers. Here's your Swordmasters of Hoeth. Then he's got 2 Illyrian Reaver archers, which are very, very, very strong in my opinion. And then 2 Dragon Princes? No, 1 Dragon Prince and 1 unit of Silver Helms. Let's get that volume up here, huh? The 2 armies march across the battlefield. Oh man, look at this action going on here. This Grey Wizard just kind of lumbering with all this other cav. This will be an interesting engagement. I'm excited to see how this plans out here. It's interesting that Janet didn't take the high ground. I have the high ground, Anakin! Alright, some things moving into position here. Still have a really strong presence on the left and right flank. With a somewhat solid core here for Jonton. Volkmar is just on a little pony. Hanging out on his pony. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, guys. Filthy elves. That gives us Carillion. Sometimes my Gollum voice sounds like Floki from Vikings. Alright. We got some spearmen meeting up. Oh, pulling them back into the forest. Bold move, Cotton. Let's see how it plays out for him. I think what Jonton's trying to do is use the trees to... never mind. Shut me up. I was going to say use the trees to his advantage. But, or maybe just pull him into the range of the Reichsguard and the Outriders here. Oh yes, the Grand Charge. One of my favorite parts. My favorite parts. Oh! This is what you came for. Dude, Tyrion is like 5 feet taller than all the other elves. Look at this shit. So keep in mind, elves... Oh... Oh! It did go into his own Sigmar Sons, and it hurt them quite a bit. But that was pretty huge for, I guess, the Spearman. Outriders kind of coming off here. Popping off. Got an accusation maybe triggered on. Nope. Accusation. Where's their caster? Weird. Alright, so Reichsguard into the rear of those Spearmen. This unit of Spearmen already buckling. Outdoor Spear Fights coming up behind those Spearmen over there. Oh! Man, those Outriders just going to town on those Dragon Princes. I mean, they don't have to do a ton of damage, but just enough to just keep constantly, like, kind of whittling away at them. You got these Lyrian Reaver Archers kind of getting tripped up right there. Jonton has not moved these almost the entire fight. He's really pulled Jenner on occasion into, like, the exact kind of, like the whole pulled him into the noose type thing. That's kind of what's going on here. The Outriders are kind of getting snatched up though by these Illyrian Reaver Archers. Sigmar Sons are getting eaten up by these Swordmasters of Hoeth. Ugh. Reichsguard right into some Spearmen, but just enough to kind of capitulate those. Capitulate, not the word I was looking for, but sticking with it. Ooh! Did not get a chance to go 100% through the unit of Swordmasters, but it did some damage at least. Outriders chipping off more of those Lyrian Reaper Archers. Tyrion is getting just kind of run over and over. Volkmar is up deep in that ass. Oh, yeah, look at that. Kicking off all the goodies. The Grand Shield of Faith has gone off. Accusation probably going to be triggered on Tyrion here pretty soon. I don't see a caster for the High Elves at all, so that's interesting. Jonton goes to just disrupt anything he can. Oh! Whop, whop, whop. Oof, almost knocked out that entire unit of archers. Oh, he's got a Lore Master. That's what the caster is. Okay. Let's see here. I think once Tyrion falls over here, it'll fall pretty heavily in Jonton's favor. But there is a pretty... I see a Spearman and a Dragon Prince presence kind of giving him some trouble back here while he knocks out Tyrion. Oh, those Reichsguard are going to eat those things up! Oh! These guys like move all fast just like they do in Lord of the Rings. Like... Masters of Hoeth into these swordsmen. Ooh, a nice charge as well with this Spearman. So this will hopefully knock out this unit. That'll be one of the last infantry units next to these three right here. I think this unit of Spearman's almost done with. These Dragon Princes, you know, I had kind of written them off a little too early, I think. And Dragon Princes, their resilience is famed in tabletop, and they're clearly getting their money's worth here on the. Oops. Yeah, honestly, Run Command, I like the Lore Master hero almost exclusively. Like, I almost always choose Lore Master of Hoeth when I really want a competitive build, because I like the fact that it can really apply across the board. Like, you have access to like a lot of really good spells. Like Wyson's Wildform is really good, but you have a heal in there as well. Very strong. I think Soul Leech is another one as well. So a lot of really strong capabilities. I'm gonna eat my popcorn during this esports match. The real question is, do we go to a round 3? I don't think we do. Janet has turtled up here and been surrounded completely by Jonton now. Oh yes, Elspeth, bring her. Oh, I made sure that you guys couldn't see the balance of power. Kind of adds some suspense, I feel. Oh, man. The Lore Master, though. Oh, terrified. Shit going off. Shit going wild. And we have another victory from the young Jonathan Ton. Greeting of my favorite bold-headed streamer. Hey, what's up, X-Person? Alright here, so we can see that the Grey Wizard got quite a few kills. I think there was a total of 3 of those pendulums that went off, so they really racked up some kills. Really, really awesome on that part. 89 kills on the Royal Outdoor Griff fights, 164 on this Reichsguard. And I mean, this is not a Horde faction, so those are a lot of high-value kills right there. We saw the Reichsguard charge into the back of a Spearman unit. We saw them charge into the back of some archers. So there was a lot of really good charging going off on John Ton's part. Also, we can take a look at Janet's army. That Lore Master and both Tyrion himself got a lot of kills off. Tyrion got one of those, a Sunfang off that ripped through some, I think it was just normal spearmen or some swordsmen, but it ripped through them nonetheless. And it's interesting, too, that John Ton went with less swordsmen with higher rank. XP rank 4 being minimum for his swordsman. He's got 1, that's 3. Whoops, I thought that was 9. I was like, shit. So 3, 4, 4, and 4, and then you got your Sigmar Sons, which is pretty cool here. But then you see those Swordmasters of Hoeth. I know I did kind of talk down on them, but they are really, really strong anti-infantry AP units. 152 kills on them. Just, whew! That's pretty damn beefy. What's up, Nilly Man? The Dragon Princes only got 24 kills, but they were fighting against more cav than anything else. So then they stayed in the fight a long time, considering that they were just getting shelled nonstop by Outriders initially. So it's really great to see them kind of get some action on the playfield. Let's. And 46 kills on those Illyrian Reaver Archers. Probably those were the ones that were chasing down those 2 units of Outriders. Praise the Fish God Party. Christian speaks the truth. Fish stick man. All right. So let's pop in here. Let's bring John Ton down into the chat. Bringing you down, John Ton. All right, John Ton, what is up?
Hey, man.
Hey, man.
So, that wasn't, I didn't expect that one. I would say that the High Elves usually have a pretty good match against the Empire. And I think Janet was very confident. So, yeah, was not expecting this outcome.
Really? So why do you think that the Empire have a leg up on the High Elves?
No, well, I think it's the other way around. High Elves have a leg up on the Empire.
I'm sorry, I meant to say that. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
You win!
So with High Elves, what are you going to do? If you bring a front line of Swordmasters of Hoeth and a back line of Lothern Seaguard, then there's not much the Empire can do. Guns, you're outranged. As far as infantry go, they're not going to be able to take them down. Swordmasters of Hoeth are Swordmasters of Hoeth. Anything that can get in range, you can just shoot up. Horses come in. Yeah, they can get a good charge on Swordmasters of Hoeth, but they're not going down after 1 or 2 charges. They're going to take like 5 or 6. And
right.
By that time, if you have a lot of Lothern Seaguard, then you can put the damage on there. And if they try to go for the Lothern Seaguard, well, then the cav are fucked too. So,
good call. Now, but I see you went with the Grey Wizard, and you were dropping pendulums left and right.
Yes, I love the Grey Wizard. I love the pendulum when you're fighting low armor factions. Or especially in this case, when you're fighting the High Elves, because their spearmen last forever, a pendulum can just destroy a spearman, as they only have, like, what, 30 armor?
Right, something like that. Spearman unit? Just like a normal spearman unit of Empire? Or,
Of High Elves, Yeah, so they're low armor, so... The pendulum, and getting through the High Elves' front line is kind of a big deal, because you gotta get on their archers, right?
Right.
So that's why I bring the pendulum. And also, Milkoth Mystifying Miasma can do some good magic damage, get through the physical resistance of Dragon Princes, and also slow them down. And Enfeebling Foe is always great too, just in general.
So I noticed your Witch Hunter. I didn't see him pop off Accusation a ton. What were you targeting the Witch Hunter with?
So I got a Accusation on Tyrion, I think twice, although maybe the first time it didn't go off. I think the first time it might not have gone off, but I at least got one on Tyrion. And I got one on the Lore Master of Hoeth at the end there.
Oh, damn.
But I think the I think the first one didn't go off because I also had skirmish mode on, so he tried to get close, but then another unit got close to him, so...
Oh,
yeah,
so it pushed him out of the battle, pretty much.
Yep.
He zoned himself.
Yeah, he did some good damage to Tyrion, though. And Volkmar fucking up Tyrion, too. Not not what you'd expect.
Well, that was what I was going to ask you, is you chose Volkmar over, like, say, Boris Todbringer. Like, why Volkmar?
Alright, so Volkmar, I wanted... So for me, it was either Volkmar or Karl Franz in this one, because I wanted to be able to buff up my Raw Altdorf Grid fights to just destroy Dragon Princes really fast. So, and Volkmar and Karl Franz both have really good buff AoE abilities. But Volkmar also has healing, and I didn't want to have to bring a Jade Wizard, so I went with Volkmar, because I definitely wanted those Penundral Pendulums from the Grey Wizard.
Yeah, I mean, the very first one you got off, like, wiped out almost... So the very first one you set off, I know, wiped out majority of his 2 Spearmen, and then it hit the Sigmar Sons pretty hard, but it knocked out his 2 Spearmen almost immediately. Like, they buckled, like, soon after that, so...
Worth
it!
Alright.
Alright, so
but me and Jan agreed. If he wants to do some more, we're up for it.
Alright.
Get a best of 5 if you want.
Alright, we can do another one here. Let me, that actually
Alright.
reminds me. In the meantime, let me update this here graphic that I'm doing on the fly.
Yes. So do you just want to have us do another match, or do you want to do another? Or you want to go to best of 5?
I think you guys should do a match on Broken Hills, because I don't think that the, it's like they released the Steps of Aisha. It's like, oh, we've released a new content for you. It's multiplayer, like, maps, and, like, I don't know, when's the last time you played any of the Steps of Aisha maps?
I don't think I've ever played the Steps of Aisha maps. So where is this Broken Hills map?
So you're going to
Is that
look...
what it's called?
No, it's Steps of Aisha, Broken Hills.
Oh, okay. There we go. Alright, yeah, we'll do one on Broken Hills then. Oh, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
What's going on here?
Here, I'll pull Janet down for this.
Alright, yeah.
Hey, Janet.
Yo.
So you see the new map choice that we've just thrown your way?
No.
So it'll be another one on Steps of Aisha's Broken Hills.
That's why we couldn't find it.
What a good one, actually.
Well, it was either that or, like, Pit of Thorns or Heartlands, and those ones actually are, like... I feel like they don't make for a good competitive fight, they make for more of, like, a good, like, fuckery fight. So...
Oh, yeah. I think Broken Hills is a good one, because, like, it seems like a bit of a choke point, but it's not actually too bad. Like, unless you're going, like, super wide, you're not going to be able to fill that gap. So, it's quite interesting.
Oh,
yeah, it's a cool map.
Yes,
go
let's
super
do
wide
it.
and fill that gap. I like the way... I like what you're putting down there. Put it in me. I mean, what?
Oh, yes, very nice.
So, are you going to ask me what happened with that last one?
No. I didn't want to...
He feels you've suffered enough.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I done fucked up, guys. I done fucked up.
I can't believe you did that. I can't... You know what?
I know. I was too eager, man. I was too eager.
Isles against
Just let him
Empire.
come to me.
Yeah, that's definitely... Wait,
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, is, like, Jonton, like, you pulled him back into that little, like, noose there. Like, you didn't move, like, half your army almost the entire time, and then he, like, fell right into it.
yeah.
The classic
Dude.
bait and switch, Janet.
I would have...
That's the thing. You start walking forwards, right? You don't want to look like a coward, right? So I was like, carry on, guys, carry on. This is fine.
Well, you see, the
wasn't
thing I
fine.
knew was none of my Empire soldiers were going to survive, so it didn't matter if they looked like cowards or not.
Oh.
Well, that's the thing. I didn't want my guys to look like cowards. So once I got into that river, I was going to get across it.
You see, this is the kind of mentality that shut down the British in the Sudan. That's all I'm going to say, Janet. Yeah, you're laughing because I'm right.
No, I'm laughing to, to hold in the pain.
Damn it, the Congo could be ours.
The Congo.
So yeah, so we can do a third one, yeah?
Yeah, go for it. What race are you guys going to go with?
Interesting. Do you want to pick first, or should I?
I think...
I mean, it's usually winner picks, so...
Oh my god.
Okay, so winner picks.
Jonathan.
I'm gonna go... Oh man. Who's not easily countered by everything?
High Elves.
Britonia.
High Elves? What? High Elves are weak as shit. I'm going to choose... Lizardmen, I guess, lizards are pretty fun, but I think I'm actually going to go Skaven. I'm gonna go with a little Skaven action here.
Okay.
Wow, you really are going to try and fill that gap, aren't you?
Yes. Dude, I'm going to put so many rats in that gap, you don't even know.
Man, guys, this is turning real sexy real fast. I slowly stripped my legs up, my pants off. and I filled that gap.
All right, let's make this a grudge match. I'm going dwarves.
Ooh,
Yes.
Janny and the dwarves.
All right. So the real question is, how many Doom Wheels can I bring without looking like a total douchebag?
All of them.
All
Oh,
right.
he's
then.
not kidding. I just saw his fill. Oh my god, that's like 8 Doom Wheels.
Yes. Good. Good.
I can handle that. I can handle that.
Can you, Janet?
No.
Can you handle the
No,
mic?
I'm
with the
bluffing.
Doom Wheel? This
So-
isn't a steam tank. It's a Doom Wheel.
So interesting choice. So you went with Skaven. Why are you choosing Balthazar Gelt as your legendary lord?
Well, as you know, the final transmutation is pretty OP right now, and the dwarves like to bunch up, so kind of banking on that. Besides
bank
that,
on
as
it.
you can see, I have 8 Doom Wheels and 10 Skaven slaves, so
Yeah.
I feel pretty good about it.
And I've snuck in a black coach just because it's that hybrid race.
Yes.
Do you guys hope
Yes.
that they do more hybrid races in like Total War Warhammer 3 or like more DLC where it's like Tomb Kings have a hybrid race of Tomb Kings and vampire accounts? Do you hope that they do that with other races?
Yeah, I mean, I'd like that. That'd be pretty cool.
That'd be great. Yeah. I mean, I think as long as there's some, basis in the lore, I'd be pretty happy with it.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean you don't
Yes,
want to
I
see a
like-
Lizardman vampire account army? What the hell is wrong with you?
I mean, okay, I want to be able to play that, but
Okay, it would be cool, but vampire lizards sound terrifying.
yeah.
Indubitably.
Although
Oh,
hopefully Vampire Coast will make an appearance. We can get some, some like undead turtles and stuff.
Someone was asking, like,
Yes.
hey, do you think we'll see vampire accounts? And I was saying, I don't really think so, just because I feel like they're just a different flavor of vampire accounts, like just another Von Karstein vampire account, something like that.
Yeah, I mean they do have a few like unique units. Like I think it's mainly like Forge World models and stuff, but they had some unique stuff. So they had like zombies that had pistols. They couldn't shoot anything really, but they had pistols, so that's terrifying.
I do like the
Yeah.
zombies that look like pirates. It's actually kind of cool.
Oh yeah, and yeah, they also had a load of sort of like resurrected sea monsters,
Also true.
which could be very unique.
All right, I'm going with an interesting
Also
build here.
cannons.
We'll
They
see if
got
it
cannons
works.
as well, so you know.
Don't they have like
vampire
mortars, not
cannot
actual
be
cannons? Is it
good.
like mortar or is it cannon?
I think they had a bit of both. I think. I don't think they ever had like specific rules or anything like supported by Games Workshop. It was all like Forge World stuff. But I think in the lore, it was basically just that they'd take cannons from all the shipwrecks.
Yeah.
So I guess you'd get a mix of stuff. So I don't know. But I mean,
That
it's
would be
great
pretty
assembly.
cool.
You see what they did with Norska? They could flesh out that faction
Yeah,
completely.
which is a really good point. Like that's why I want them to do like an Araby or some shit like that. Like imagine like a Vampire Coast army where the cannons
That'd
are
be great.
mounted on the back of crypt horrors and they can walk. Dude,
Oh
how
my
cool would
God.
that be?
Oh, that'd be rad.
Oh, Dov just paid. Dov is donated to the stream. Thank you very much, Dov. I appreciate it, my dude. Do
Do
it.
it. Finish him.
Do it.
Yes, good, good.
That is the,
All right, so I'm gonna try some an interesting idea here. We'll see if it works.
Oh yeah.
We will see if it works, my brothers.
Oh, it better for your fucking sake.
It is the way of the devil.
Yeah, otherwise you look silly. You don't want to look silly.
Doom Wheels have the Ebola, guys. I'm telling you. I tell you what.
I'll
The
tell
wheels
you
have the-
what, Bobby. Man, my alerts aren't working here. Let me fix that.
Yes, I'm ready whenever you are, Janet.
Soon.
Soon. I used to love that meme back in the day where it was just like, it was just ridiculous ways of putting soon.
What do you mean back in the day?
Yes.
That's still current and hip.
No, there's that one, there's this very specific one I'm looking for where it's like, it's an Asian mom with little her Asian daughter, and then behind him, or her, them, is this fucking like sea lion or otter, and it just says soon.
Yeah, that is a
Oh
classic.
yeah, I saw that one. Pretty good. I like.
Let me see if I can find out for you guys in the stream. Oh, there it is. Oh my god, it's hideous.
It's hideous.
Oh my god, he
Yeah.
ate him. And then he's gonna eat me. There you go, guys. There's that dreaded
Oh
picture.
no.
I want
All right, well, I think
Borgia
I'm
to-
ready.
Let it begin.
Already regretting every single unit I picked.
I hate that. Every time I press start and I see the time like clicking down, I'm like, I can switch my race right now and then do a whole new army. All right.
I agree with you, Jeff.
Then the last 2 seconds, you just panic and start hitting auto-gen.
Oh shit, the chill race. Oh, okay, we'll still be fine.
I've never brought them with dwarves before, but I'm sure it'll work out great.
This will be great. All right, I'm gonna jump up. You guys, good luck. GG ahead of time, and we'll see who wins.
Alrighty.
All right, guys. Let's see these two armies duke it out. You guys never seen that picture here? That picture of that family? Just disgusting. Do it. Dude. Okay, so speaking of disgusting, we have the Lord of Disgusting himself, Lord Skrulk. We got an assassin right there. We got a Doom Wheel. So there's a lot of fun to be had in Jonton's army here. He's got a nice little core of Death Runners, which is pretty surprising. You don't usually see them in this amount, but they're really fun units. I really dig Death Runners. He's also got some Stormvermin with shields, kind of act as mainly his main line, which is pretty cool too. Not a lot of people expect you to take that when you do take Skaven, so it allows you to have kind of an upper, an advantage because you need the AP to take care of them. Take a look at, oh, this is a nice hill for you. Look at this. So a solid line of Longbeards. Put your helmet on. You're in the middle of war. So how many Longbeards do you have here? 1, 2 Longbeards, 3 Longbeards. A Grumbling Guard, a Staple, a Bolt Thrower, which would be not expected if you ask me. That Bolt Thrower should go right here. Put that Bolt Thrower right here, please. The Warriors Dragonfire Pass, a staple as well. 2 units of Slayers. Yeah, just 2. Just 1 here and the 1 over here. 2 units of Slayers. We have all the miners with blasting charges. Oh, this is a very interesting, very interesting build. And then 2 units of crossbowmen, or I'm sorry, rangers. Coilers they look different. Little hats they got on here. Okay, it's kicking off. It's kicking off. Looks like he's got Thorgrim. Hey, thanks for subscribing. A Rune Lord and a Thane, actually. No Thorgrim. He's picking his teeth. Dude, those are the eyes that have seen some hell. Alright, so interesting placement still, I think, of the Bolt Thrower, but I'm going to let it fly. Janet is a better player than I am. Death Runners run real hot and heavy over here. Jesus, look at that. Concealment bombs kicking off all over the place. Rangers just working those Skaven slaves. Blasting charges here. Where's Dragonfire Pass going right into these Skaven slaves? Where are these guys going? Well, these guys are concealed. Still hidden, it says. Uh-oh. Oh, God, that's going to be rough on that back line. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah. Right into those miners. More of that miners. What spell do we have that's kicked off here? We have Rival Hide Talisman, minus 44 to attack. Dude, these guys are going to get in that backline so deep and dirty, it's going to be disgusting. We got some runes kicking off here, so let's take a look. Standard Ground has been activated. We've got Deadly Onslaught and Foe Seeker on the Thane, and the Rune Lord has not tricked off any runes. Surprising. Alright, so those Plague Monks squaring off with those Slayers, but they got some surprises coming their way. Oof. These things are going to be so devastating. Bolt Thrower's still kind of going hog wild over here. I think the Bolt... I don't know what the Bolt Thrower's... Oh, man. Right into those Rangers. Oh, what's that going for? Right into the back line. We got those... Got these Death Runners just ripping and gripping through things. Eating up some miners with blasting charge. The Death Runners, though, we do know, AP, and they have the poison damage, or they're Sundering Armor, actually, so they can do a considerable amount of damage, especially just to Longbeards and other dwarf units, which are all pretty much heavily armored. Am I going to be in the Turns Blood Bowl League? I am not, actually. Oh, look at this action. Bolt throwers going off like in the movie Gladiator. Plague monks being summoned onto these rangers. They're fleeing units of plague monks and of Stormvermin just ripping through everything here into those. Oh, look at the vermin tide that this is. You've got a Doom Wheel ripping through the background. Woo! Runelord's still holding strong though, you know. So is the Thane, but Assassin hasn't been able to topple anyone just yet. And I mean, Skrulk is still in very good health. Death Runners, or no, more Stormvermin coming in behind these the Grumbling Guard here. That's not going to go well. Right now, it's hard to tell, Lord Clint. The balance power is still pretty even though the majority of the range firepower has completely left the battlefield. Oh man, look at this. Slayer's getting in there, hacking and hacking. The Death Runners got stalled up on the Dragonback Slayers, which is interesting because these Death Runners are killing a unit of Longbeards and now another unit of Longbeards. You know, they're not going to make it to that second unit. Let's see here. I don't know, guys. Jonton still has a unit of Death Runners right here. Has quite a few Storm Vermin. The Thane's in good health, so is the Runelord. You know, they're both above 60% health or so. The Assassin and Skulker, though, are still in great shape. And that Doom Wheel is going to rip through some action. That Doom Wheel has to get targeted by those Dragonback Slayers. And Jonton knows that, so he's just pushing through them. He's just rolling over. He's just rolling those giant tires all over those Dwarf Crests. And also, consequently, into his own units, because that's kind of the crux of the Doom Wheel in this game and everything. God, look at this. Let's take off the unit banners and just look at this tide. Look at that. Jonton, wrap around, bro, wrap around. Get that rear charge going in. Everyone just kind of like made a defensive circle around the Runelord. I think our Thane's in the thick of it too. Uh-oh. 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 Ooh, mulching up some dwarfs. Things are starting to move a little bit more in Jonton's favor. Oh, wrap around, wrap around, wrap around. Runelord's in really poor health. That Assassin's trying to beat him off, as I like to say, quickly. Lord Skrulk, though, is starting to fall, though. He's exhausted. Damage has been sustained. The Thane is in the thick of it, though. Doesn't give a single fuck. Tormentor's Sword is kicked off. Oh, man. Oh, man. I think army losses are going to kick in for Mighty Janet on occasion here. And Jonton might be pulling ahead with a win here. Dude, this single Thane, though, is a monster. That's the one thing that's really great about Dwarfs, is they just have superb leadership. So they can be surrounded like this for fucking ever, it feels like. Runelord in bad shape. Everything's starting to rout off the table here. And we have another win for the mighty Jontonius as he comes out on top of this best of 3 that he then evolved into a best of 5. All that's left is our frenzied units here and these Slayers. They're gonna just oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Final a valiant last stand. Wearing jeans and potbellies. He inhaled too many holy sacraments to the fish god. Jeez. Oh, go. Yeah, overkill. Let's just bring the Doom Wheel in. Flatten him up. All right, here. So let's take a look at that post-battle report here real quick. Sorting caviar through a rolled-up dollar bill. That's the way to do it, guys. Fish eggs to the nose. So, damn, look at those. 81, 62, 81, 74 on those Death Runners. And those are high-value kills. Those were against Longbeards and Warriors at the same time. 101, 69, and 94 kills on the Storm Vermin. So they definitely got their money's worth. And then 67 kills, whopping 67 kills on those Doom Wheels. Or on that Doom Wheel. But, you know, the Miners with blasting charges, 33, 42, 27, 26. That might have been primarily against slaves, but killed a lot more than I would have expected. And then 52, 132, 75, and 122 on these on the front line, really. Grumbling Guard got a whopping 65 kills, but both of the Slayer units got over 100 at 115 and 136. And then the Rune Lord and the Thane, again, 56 and 41. Woo! I like that a lot. Also, interesting choice with the Rangers, 20 and 28 with 10 kills in the Bolt Thrower. So, would not have expected that little ditty, but I think it kind of worked out, I'm sure, to his advantage in one way or another, because I think the Thunderers would have gotten mucked up a little too much. So let's bring them into chat to conclude our stream here and talk a little bit about it.
Just had a front line of...
oh, hi, guys.
Oh, hoi.
What's up, Bruda?
All right, so how'd that go for you two? I mean, those Death Runners, you pulled some sneaky Death Runner shit, John Ton.
Yeah. So the Death Runners, what I was going to do in this match was combine, you know, Storm Vermin with Sword and Shield with Death Runner. So Storm Vermin are armored, they have shields, and they'll be good against Slaven. And if I can lower the Dwarven armor by half, maybe they can trade pretty good against Dwarves. And they did. So the Death Runner and Storm Vermin combo worked out pretty well. And of course, the Doom Wheel is always great, as well as Squirrel and the Assassin.
I don't know, man. Like, Janet, did you even see him pull the Death Runners on your right side, his left side, into your back line?
Yeah, I did spot them, but I'd gone too wide at that point. So I couldn't get any more men around there, which is annoying. Because I just had to leave him to it.
He used flash bombs, and it was sneaky as fuck. I was like, oh, that's so cool.
Oh yeah, because I mean they're a prime target for my Rangers, but by the time I saw them, my Rangers had like Clan Rat summons on top of them.
Seriously.
So it just made it really difficult to focus them down quickly. I was hitting them with runes, because I knew that the Storm Vermin wouldn't really be able to do any damage once the Death Runners were gone, but I just couldn't get rid of the Death Runners.
There's
I mean,
so
if you
many.
got the post-battle screen there, I mean, look how little health they've got. Like, I was trying to hit them with everything, and just hope that my leadership would hold out. Because that's the thing, like, you know, the classic Dwarf Goon Squad, you know, just the leadership does not go down.
No, yeah, it's so awesome. That's what I was saying. Like, the Thane was there from, like, start to finish, thick of it, surrounded completely. It was totally fine to the very end. So you went with Rangers with crossbows, and you went with a bolt thrower. Why?
Well, the bolt thrower only costs 550, and if you had a warp lightning cannon or plague claw catapult, I'd be able to destroy it in about 4 seconds.
Really?
And yeah, the Skaven artillery, they are so flimsy, and so a bolt thrower can destroy all the artillery pieces really quickly, and then it's immediately paid for itself. You know,
okay.
So it's a good cheap countermeasure for that kind of thing. But it managed to get some damage to the Doom Wheel for a while, so you know it still helped.
Yeah, I figured you maybe had moved it over to the Doom Wheel as a target. And I thought that's maybe even why you took it, was only to focus on the Doom Wheel. For some reason, I totally forgot about the artillery that the Skaven can field.
Yeah, it was just insurance against that, because I knew I was going to have to let him come to me. So you know, I wanted to get rid of any artillery if he had any. Now, honestly, after that point, like, you can just abandon the bolt thrower. Like, as long as it can take out the artillery, it's, you know, it's paid for itself. Yeah, screw it. It can be, you know, you can just leave it to die. And that way, if John Ton does send units to go deal with it, that's, you know, even more value it's getting distracting someone. So
yeah, at only 500
it's useful.
Points, who cares?
Smart. But when you have scroll with summons, it's kind of a different story.
Yeah, summons.
Oh yeah, it's rough. Yeah, I should have held my Rangers in reserve, to be honest.
Speaking of Skrulk, Skrulk and the Assassin were beating on that Rune Lord the entire match, and they just barely killed him at the end.
I kept focusing over to see which one of them was going to be dead. It's like, okay, well, it's Skrulk and an Assassin against the Rune Lord and a Thane. One of them is going to die quickly, and I was like, wow, shit, they're in it to win it. All 4 lords were there. They died through armor losses or through winning the game. None of them died outright. You know? So that was pretty surprising to see.
I mean,
It's that Liber
two
Rubonicus.
incredibly like resilient lords against two very stabby lords.
Yeah.
So, you know, like the one that can't really get hit can't hit back, and vice versa. So it's
Trophy heads and Liber Rubonicus. That's all I gotta
that's
say.
definitely useful. Although Liber Bonicus, the reason I brought the Rune Lord is because of the sick magic resistance.
Right.
Oh
right.
yeah, you know, I completely forgot about that.
Liber Bonicus, you can kind of ignore it for the most part. It's not too
What a
bad.
shitakis.
You got the Rune Lord. So yeah, he definitely works out well.
Goblobber against Skaven. Good or bad idea?
I think it's a very good idea.
Yeah, could be good.
Provided you can keep it safe, I think it's pretty great because that leadership debuff that it's got, like it's like half the leadership of any Skaven unit when you hit it, because it's what the minus, is it -8 just for the debuff, but then you get -8 or 10 leadership just for being attacked by artillery as standard.
Yep.
So it's a huge knock, and obviously, like in this build, it would have worked out pretty well, I think, with the Storm Vermin. You know, I could have aimed for them straight away. I could have wiped a lot of them out, and then he would have lost a lot of his killing power.
Yeah, I was surprised you didn't put the... Like, where your army was positioned, you had a fat hill right behind you that was, like, perfect for artillery. I was surprised you didn't put the bolt thrower there. You kind of had it centralized in, like, the middle of your army, almost. Felt like.
Well, he doesn't have a lot of range.
Have a lot of range, yeah. So you want to make sure it's, you know, right near the front, so that way you can start shooting the artillery straight away. Otherwise, you're going to take a load of damage while the bolt thrower is moving forwards.
That's right, because you put it there to counter artillery. I forgot. Whoopsies. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, guys, this was a lot of fun here. A lot of people, I can tell, a lot of the folks enjoyed this. We'll do some more of these in the future. But thanks for joining us here on this best of 3 that evolved into a best of 5.
Yeah, man, it's been a lot of fun.
Yes, yes.
Yes, guys.
It has been.
Here, guys, I'm going to actually do this here real quick. YouTube.com Total Brohammer. And Janet.
Yes. I know that guy.
A real
Hey,
shit.
That's Sakama's channel, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Sakama from Oh, I love that guy.
And I think I've heard of this Janet person on a couple occasions.
He
Yeah,
gets
she's
around.
awesome.
He sleeps with people naked.
Yeah, a bit of a man whore, I've heard, but you know, everyone, whatever gets you there, you know, no judgment.
All right, guys, so I've just linked in the chat here both the link to Janet on Occasion's channel as well as Total Brohammer. You'll see those in the comment section after this uploads onto YouTube itself. Go ahead and check them out. Janet and Jonton, including Sakarma, know way more about the actual like competitive quick battle portion of the game than I do. So if you want to get a better idea of how to play, don't watch me, watch them. So head on over to their channels.
Don't get them wrong. You should still watch Italian. You should definitely still watch Italian.
Oh yeah, just how to play the fun way, the right way.
I mean, you need to know how not to play as well as knowing how to play, right?
I mean, enough. I mean, the commentary is on point.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's doing like competitive. It's good you're filling that niche.
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
Competitive lore builds are an important thing.
Exactly.
Indubitably.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for joining us here on the stream. We'll have you again here soon, hopefully.
Alrighty. Thanks for having us.
Definitely. Later, guys. All right, guys. So that's going to conclude our stream here for the day. Well, let me bring my chat back up wherever the hell I put it, because I'm a dumb idiot. How about chat? There we go. The pizza is delicious. Yes, Jason Schultz. I fucking love pizza. I'm Italian. But all right, guys. Thanks for watching here today. Sorry this was a shorter one, but I did want to just kind of get a little stream in here. I won't be able to stream on Saturday. I'll be going hog wild, going over to watch the Overwatch League. But we might get some more streams here later in the week, so be on the lookout for those. I'll definitely put a post up on the YouTube like I've been doing. But thanks so much for watching here today. We'll have a lot of fun planned out for you. And thank you very much for, I think the only donation we got today was from that big idiot. What's his name? Dov Plays, but we're going to run those credits regardless. Do it. Run it live. Oh, credits live. There we go. If they ever want. There we go. All right, guys. So thanks for watching here today. Absolutely, Lord Krepner. I'll see you next time, man. I bet someone could start a stream and only show different kinds of pizza and it would be unrealistically popular. Jason, you're probably on point. Probably watch more of your lore videos. Probably watch more. Love your lore videos. Thank you very much, Christian. I appreciate it, dude. Race the stream. Fish God chat. Take care. Oh, God. Thanks, Dr. Z. Have a good one, man. No Dacklemore today, looks like. But all right, guys. Have a good one. Take care. And have I have more stuff coming up on the channel, some more lore videos. But we're going to do something on some 40k stuff. I got a couple ideas for 40k. Going to kick around. Thank you, Whiskey Jack. I've got some ideas for some Vermintide 2 I'm going to be throwing up here as well. Weapon Master 470, who helped me out with those Darklands video, he threw an idea my way. I'm like, ooh, and it's kind of like churning the thought bubbles. So we'll get that going. I don't know if you mentioned any big idiot. We're just looking at chat PTSD. All right, guys, have a good one and take care.